Welcome to Before the Council, a reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, June 10th, 2013. There are 16 items on the agenda this week. Coverage begins at 5 p.m. with the Committee of the Whole meeting. Pursuant to Council Order 13-124, Recycle Bank will conduct a presentation regarding its recycling program in the city of Revere. The Committee of the Whole meeting continues at 5:30 with pursuant to Council Order 13-135. Revere Cares will present the 2012 Revere Community Health Needs Assessment and Strategic Plan Report. Then at 6 p.m., it's on to the Revere City Council meeting, which begins with a salute to the flag, the roll call of members, and the approval of the journals of the meetings held on May 13th and May 20th, 2013. Calendar item number 1. Representative Kathy Ann Reinstein will address the City Council relative to the fiscal year 2014 budget. Calendar item number 2, pursuant to Council Order 13-130, the Revere Community Scholarship Awards presentation. Calendar item number 3, the George V. Colella Academic Achievement Awards presentation. Calendar item number 4 is the Zoning Committee report. Calendar item number 5 is the Ways and Means Committee report. Calendar item number 6 is a communication from the Superintendent of Schools requesting the approval of a TELP contract to purchase iPods, dated May 30th, 2013, dear Council members. As part of a $500,000 Nellie Mae grant, the Revere Public Schools is purchasing iPads. Since the number of iPads is large and we want the best purchasing power, thus we have decided to use the Massachusetts State Operational Service Division contract called PRF 54, which is a TELP contract, that is, tax-exempt lease purchase. This contract is in place to aid such purchases by using a state-approved financing entity to purchase such items. PRF 54 has its own set of guidelines. One such guideline is that it cannot be used by non-state entities, that is, municipal government bodies, without express permission from the Massachusetts State Purchasing Department. RPS has requested permission from that department in writing and has been given a reference number 1028 to document our request. This will allow us to purchase iPads from Apple Computer, as they are an authorized vendor on the ITC 44 state contract, but use the PRF 54 state contract to facilitate a TELP lease agreement with an approved vendor on the PRF 54 contract. The terms of the lease will be 3 years with a $1 buyout per unit at the end of the term. In order for the school department to move forward expending school department funds, this TELP contract calls for a vote of your honorable body. Therefore, we are requesting your authorization through a vote of the City Council to enter into a 3-year lease agreement to purchase iPads. All funds will be from the school department budget, including grants. We estimate we will be procuring 1,700 iPads at a cost of $271,433 each year for 3 years. We would appreciate a timely vote of your honorable body, as procurement and readying of the units by our technology department for student use at the end of August is an extremely tight timeline. Sincerely, Paul Dakin, EDD, Superintendent of Schools for the City of Revere. Calendar item number 7 is a communication from ROCA relative to addressing the City Council, filed on June 4th. Dear Council President Novoselsky and Honorable Council members, by way of introduction, my name is John Ward, and I work for ROCA, an organization dedicated to moving high-risk young people out of violence and poverty. Since 1988, ROCA has served the communities of Revere, Chelsea, and East Boston, and since 2010, Springfield, Massachusetts. As you may know, our work in Revere has been steadily increasing over the past several years, and our partnerships with the Revere Police Department and the Mayor's office continue to strengthen and evolve. I am writing at the suggestion of Councilor Arrigo to request time to present to the Council at your next formal meeting. The presentation will not take more than 5 to 10 minutes and would aim to update Council members on our work in the City of Revere and some important projects ROCA is engaged in with the Commonwealth that will affect your community. Your time, attention, and support of ROCA's work is deeply appreciated. Please feel free to contact me directly with your response to this request. Thank you. Sincerely, John Ward, Senior Associate for Development and Policy at ROCA. Calendar item number 8. This is a communication from the Mayor relative to the appointment of Samuel Valentin as a constable. Dated May 28, 2013. Dear Council members, I am hereby requesting the City Council's confirmation of Samuel Valentin of Revere, Massachusetts, as a constable for the City of Revere. In accordance with provisions of Chapter 41, Section 91 of the Massachusetts General Laws, this appointment is granted for a period of 3 years unless sooner revoked by the Mayor, the Chief of Police, or the Honorable City Council. Mr. Valentin has been advised that the Appointments Committee will be contacting him shortly with a date and time to appear before them concerning this appointment. Very truly yours, Daniel Rizzo, Mayor. Calendar item number 9, a communication from the Mayor relative to the appointment of Keith Hershenson as a constable. Dated May 28th, dear Council members, I am hereby requesting the City Council's confirmation of Keith Hershenson of West Roxbury, Massachusetts, as a constable for the City of Revere. In accordance with the provisions of Chapter 41, Section 91 of the Massachusetts General Laws, this appointment is granted for a period of 3 years unless sooner revoked by the Mayor, the Chief of Police, or the Honorable City Council. Mr. Hershenson has been advised that the Appointments Committee will be contacting him shortly with a date and time to appear before them concerning this appointment. Very truly yours, Daniel Rizzo, Mayor. Calendar item number 10. This is a communication from the Chief of Police relative to the Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant Program, that is the JAG program, for the fiscal year 2013 solicitation. Dated June 5, 2013, it's addressed to the City Clerk, Ashley Melnick. This is a request by the Revere Police Department to include on the City Council agenda for the June 10, 2013 meeting notification that the City of Revere Police Department will be applying by July 9, 2013 for the fiscal year 2013 Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant Program, the JAG program, local solicitation in the amount of $20,252. This funding will be used for a part-time community resource coordinator position. The application for this grant will be available for review at the Office of the Chief of Police, 400 Revere Beach Parkway in Revere. If you have any questions, please contact me. Thank you. Sincerely, Joseph A. Caffarelli, Chief of Police for the City of Revere. Calendar item number 11. Pursuant to Council Order 13-137, this is a motion presented by Councilor Patch that the following emergency ordinance establishing a sick leave bank for Sergeant Theodore Mikalski be approved. It states an emergency ordinance establishing a sick leave bank for an employee of the City of Revere Police Department. Be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Revere as follows. Whereas the deferred operation of this ordinance would tend to defeat its purpose, which is to immediately establish a sick leave bank for a certain employee of the City of Revere Police Department, therefore it is hereby declared to be an emergency ordinance necessary for the immediate preservation of the public convenience. Section 1, notwithstanding the provisions of any ordinance, rule, or regulation to the contrary, the Collector-Treasurer of the City of Revere is hereby authorized and directed to establish and administer a sick leave bank effective upon its passage for the benefit of Sergeant Theodore Mikalski, an employee of the City of Revere Police Department. Any employee of the City of Revere Police Department or any employee of the City of Revere may voluntarily contribute one or more of his or her sick hours to said bank for use by Sergeant Theodore Mikalski. Section 2. Sick leave hours donated by employees to the sick leave bank described herein shall not be calculated as sick hours used by contributing employees to qualify for participation in the sick leave buyback incentive program enumerated in Title II, Chapter 2.06, Section 2.06.160 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere. Calendar item number 12, pursuant to Council Order number 13-138. This is a motion presented by Councilor Novoselsky that the mayor requests the MBTA to relocate bus stop number 5783 westbound at the corner of Beach Street and Walnut Avenue to the former location of bus stop number 5782 westbound across from the corner of Nahant Avenue as soon as possible. Calendar item number 13. Pursuant to Council Order 13-139, this is a motion presented by Councilor Powers that the mayor requests the Department of Conservation and Recreation to install a catch basin in the area between Alden and Bickford Avenues to eliminate the standing water that occurs and remains after a rainstorm. Calendar item number 14. Pursuant to Council Order 13-140, this is a motion presented by Councilor Correggio that National Grid be requested to either repave or reseal the trench on Putnam Road in Oak Island. Calendar item number 15. Pursuant to Council Order 13-141, this is a motion presented by Councilor Correggio that the Department of Public Works be requested to replace the tree that was hit by lightning at number 193 Vane Street. And finally, calendar item number 16. Pursuant to Council Order 13-142, this is a motion presented by Councilor Correggio that the Department of Public Works repair the collapsed catch basin at Gladys and Intervale Streets. This is a serious public safety issue. And this has been before the Council, a reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, June 10th, 2013. I'm Rick Promise, and I'll see you at the Council.